All right, now for the voting. Okay, who put Tanya Ruse as number 1? 1. Who put Phil Chambers as number 1? 0. Jane Phillips?
Whew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Who put Scott Davidson? Anyone put Lin Chung? Thank you for your voting.
All right, for those of you who voted for Tanya Ruiz, could you explain your reasoning behind your vote?
She has a master's and she has a very clean appearance, and she works well and communicates well with people, and I feel like finding a job for her husband will not be a big problem.
All right, for the rest of you who voted for Jane Phillips, could you explain your reasoning behind your votes?
Yeah.
Well, even though she has a flaw, like her flaw is not going to cost us any more money than we have to spend.
And we're also sure of her experience, and we can be sure that she won't mess up in comparison to Tanya, who has no practical experience, or is limited.
Yeah, she's very reputable. Says everyone admits that she's terrific at PR. It's probably just in the company, but yeah.
Okay, group, now that our group facilitation project is done, let's discuss how the group interacted. So, was each group member comfortable speaking out in the group? Why or why not?
I thought, yeah, a lot of people were comfortable just because this is an easy setting for people to talk to, because we all know that we have a deadline to meet and answers that we need. So everybody was sort of it was easy for everyone to talk to each other. But there was probably 1 or 2 people that didn't speak their opinion as much as the others, and that could just be, you know, stage fright in front of a group, or maybe they just didn't understand one of the resumes as well as the other people. But I thought overall everybody spoke really well together.
Okay, and with that, yeah, I thought it was a little awkward at first, but as we went on, everyone seemed to kind of put their own opinions out, which is pretty good.
I agree. Though some people are more shyer than others, they all kind of put their own input out there, which is good, and it's good to have more than one view. I'm glad someone else voted against that. I think it was Jane Phillips, or Jane Phillips who got the most, because it was good to have a difference of opinion, which is nice to have.
I would agree with what everyone said so far. Some people are a little less comfortable, but overall, everyone shared some good opinions.
Great. So the next question is, how effective was simple majority voting in making a decision? What were the strengths of voting? What were the drawbacks of voting?
Well, it got us to the person that we were going to hire. It was easy. 6 people voted for Jane, and it was such an easy way to do it that simple majority was probably the most efficient way to do this, and we got our person. And I feel that the only negative thing was either A, we didn't have enough people, like for this example, we didn't have enough enough candidates, and we didn't have enough people around this table. So it's like the numbers were kind of small, but that would be the only drawback, that the numbers were small. But we got our answer, and I guarantee if we just added people, either more candidates or more evaluators, we would have had the same answer. I think Jane Phillips would have still been voted for.
Also, one drawback you could kind of consider is sometimes the votes would get stacked, because people will see other people are voting for a specific person, so they would kind of vote for that. But I don't think that was the case in this situation. I think everyone voted based on their own opinions, it looked like.
Yeah, I agree totally with what he said, because I thought it was going to be like people voting because someone else voted, but everyone had their own opinion, which was good. So I'm glad everyone chose Jane Phillips because they wanted Jane Phillips, not just because everyone else was choosing her. I
would agree too. I think everyone chose Jane Phillips for a reason, and they didn't get influenced by other people's decisions.
Alright, moving on to the next question. What changes would you make to improve decision making in cases such as this one?
What changes?
Well, as I said before, I think that the numbers game, we have a very few amount of candidates and a very small amount of people around this table, although this could be a very real world situation. Like, there could be 7 members of an exec board and 5 people filling out for this certain job, but I think with more numbers comes more diversity and probably more scattered votes, so it wouldn't be such a unanimous decision that Jane won. Maybe it would have, I don't know, but it's all about numbers. We could have had more people, and that probably would have affected the outcome of the vote.
Oh, and I also think maybe instead of letting them freely talk, we actually go around the whole table, so everyone actually inputs something, which would probably get more feedback on each candidate.
Yeah, I agree, because the one who didn't vote for Jane Phillips, he was the most quiet of the bunch. So I bet you if you got his emotions and input out more, maybe there wouldn't be such a stacked vote towards that one person.
I would agree with what everyone said so far.
Last question. What have you learned that you can apply to future small group decision making?
I feel that one thing would be to force people to talk. Like, instead of saying, "What do you guys think?" I would go up to one person and say, "Tell me what you think." I wouldn't ask from a group of people, "All right, everyone share your opinion." I would forcibly try to get as much information from one person as possible.
And I also learned that, yeah, you should try to get as much input as you can from everybody. And voting system is good, definitely, after you discuss everything. And yeah.
I would agree. I think Zach nailed it right in the head. I feel like if we actually didn't just let it open-ended and then people would be quiet, I think if we actually asked them and got their opinions out, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah, I think Zach made a good point too. We should have told people that they didn't have a choice. They had to share their opinion about the candidates.
All right.
That's our project. Thanks for watching, Professor Perez. A+, please.
Hope you enjoy it.
Say it again.
Hope you enjoy it.